and I welcome you all for the Beyond Education Inspiring Stories to Inspire the World, being organized by Idym Group of Companies. It is a unique talk show that invites people who have achieved remarkable success, the people who have made an identity in the society through their determination and hard work. One more speciality of the show is we invite people from different professions and, of course, from different parts of the world. Teachers are called many things educators, mentors, instructors, but more. In the same way, right from PRT, PJT, PGT coordinator, HOD of English department. He is master trained in inclusive education, ethics and integrity and NEP 2020. He has worked successfully and performed the duties as lead collaborator for CBSE Hubs of Learning, Standard Superintendent for CBSE Board Exams and NEET. He got honored by former Minister of Home Affairs, Mr. Hansraj Ahir, and also at the District Education Department. He believes in innovation as per current scenario, and 100% dedication at work field can lead to the productive outcome. So this was in short about our guest speaker, Mangesh sir. And so let's start with the interaction. Like yes, now you are a principal, but as you mentioned, you started with Swarnila School. So sir, how was your journey? Firstly, why did you choose to be an educator? And why not something else?
uh, a very cold winter greeting to all the leaders and my educators. I'm humbled and delighted to be the part of Beyond Education series hosted by IDYM, Ignited Dreams of Young Minds Foundation. Once again, thank you, IDYM. Let me tell you, when we start our journey, we dream many of the things. For me, when I was a student, I had a dream to become a teacher. Then, with the passage of time, maybe in the secondary or senior secondary, wanted to go with some other like IAS, IPS, and again, finally, when I completed graduation, I decided to become teacher. So my passion to become teacher in the beginning and in the end, concluded on the same note.
Yes, so like because you are the principal of a school now, so we would like to know what are the skills that should be acquired by a principal.
I believe teamwork skills are very important in every field. A good team enables you to productive both as a group and as an individual. Today's teams are different from the teams of past. They are more dispersed, digital, and diverse. Now you cannot expect a Dhoni to lead the entire team when there are 10 players who are not able to contribute. This way, the team cannot win. Now, as a team leader, he has to choose the wise player who can run the show, who can win the match. While collecting when we face new challenges, the success still depends on a core set of fundamentals that makes a good team. You have to understand that for excellence to become a habit, you need to define and shared approach to work together. You need to practice it over of large team and staff, as well as huge number of students. You are the mediator between students, teachers, and their parents. Therefore, as a principal, you must be a strong leader so that students, staff, and parents respect you and listen to what you say. Of course, it is give respect and take respect policy. Then comes an ability to adapt and innovative. A principal should have ground level of knowledge, and one of the skill that all educators, not just principals, should have the ability to adapt and innovate. We live in a world where nowadays technology is constantly evolving and there are constantly new teaching techniques are emerging. Principals have to lead by example and must not be afraid of change, but rather make changes to the curriculum and teaching style as these new trends and technique emerge. Rightly said that be strong but not rude, be kind but not weak, be bold but not bully, be thoughtful but not lazy, be humble but not timid, be proud but not arrogant, have humor but without folly. The next is IT skills. Furthermore, in order to remain innovative and keep the curriculum and teaching styles relevant, The need of hour is technology. Principal must feel confident with the latest technology. As with everything that principals do, they must lead by example, because if they don't try to use this new technology, they cannot expect their teachers to. This has become even more important due to the COVID-19. Moreover, they are exposed to the parent, they are exposed to the society, they are exposed to the students. So accordingly, they have to adapt and be equipped with the new weapons. Then the communication skills is very important. As a principal, you come into contact with different people. Generally, we feel that the parent is problematic, but I never trust on that. It's as the coin has two sides. I believe generally we speak only to listen, or we listen to speak more than if I believe that if we give the opportunity to let them outlet what they have, whatever the problems are, even the student, even the parent, or even a employee also, then the communication skill plays a vital role. Once you listen, at least we may not be able to give the 100% solution, but the parent or any of the stakeholder feel comfortable that at least his issues are being listened. And in appropriate way, what you address a student would be different from how would you communicate with a parent or staff member. Then an ability to delegate. There's a common misconception that a good leader is someone who does all 360 degrees and who is able to solve everything themselves. But in fact, the best leader is the one who can delegate a certain task to his team. There is nothing should be like insecurity complex. The teacher should trust on its stakeholders, should give opportunities to them to grow. So instead of becoming the boss, if we become a leader, then the team grows like anything. We need to keep the trust on our team members, and we have to give them freedom so that they can reach to at par. Then we have to be decisive. Another essential quality for school principal is that they have to be decisive. Being decisive gives the impression to both staff and the student that you know what you are doing and you are confident in your abilities. This in turn increases their confidence in your ability to lead a school. In addition, usually if you act decisively and therefore quickly, it means that the issue which you are trying to address is solved more quickly. Then the problem solving skills as life skill, it is important for the students, for the teachers, for everyone. Problem solving skills are arguably one of the most important skills for a principal to have since on daily basis. Every day, right from the morning to reach home, even after reaching home, we will get a call from the parent. So we have to be ready with our problem solving skills. Principal are presented with a range of problems from funding issues to students, even the home issues. Even a parent will come to schools and saying that, sir, my son is not listening at home, or my child is addicted to the mobile phone. So at least these problems also, as a principal, we need to listen. If anyone, that is staff or student, has any kind of problem, then the principal is the person that they will go. It's last person of the school, like they'll approach to the class teacher, then the coordinator, then the admin, and then the final principal. And we should be problem solvers. Then ability to prioritize. Generally, we all say that I'm busy, I'm busy. It's the saying only. It's all about the priorities, how we keep on. Following on the previous point, while principal hears about many different issues, even on the same day, they are not all equally important. Therefore, it is absolutely essential that a principal is able to prioritize the most important issues so that they can be dealt with as swiftly as possible. Many other times, the principals say that I'm busy, you cannot meet, or you have to come with a prior appointment. I don't believe in that. I feel that my office gates or my cabin is always open to my parents and the students. That is my topmost priority. Even the students also feel comfortable to come to my cabin. Even a class one, class two child is also, if the class teacher or nobody is in the classroom, he'll immediately come to me and say, sir, this has happened. So I give an opportunity to grow them and feel comfortable. You can come to my cabin. I'm not like they will, and they feel very close to me. Then be sensitive and empathic. Throughout a school, there will be students, parents, and staff from a wide variety of social economic background. Their problems may be different. We may not be able to solve their problems too. As a principal, you have to be sensitized and listen to their problems, and you have to show empathy. You may not have experienced what they are facing. You need to able to listen actively and give advice and solution to help them. A kind, empathetic school principal also comes across as far as more approachable. You want staff and student to feel like they are able to come to you with any issue. Next, be visible, be approachable. It is extremely important that principals are seen in the corridors and that they directly interact with the students. I never sit in the cabin. I decide my own days and first floor, second floor, third floor, or nearby the classes, I'll sit and observe what goes around. So it's not that I will restrict to one place. I keep on moving. I will like to walk more and more. So I keep on taking rounds almost every now and then. This once again makes a principal seem far more approachable to both staff and students. It's also extremely valuable for the principal as it gives them the opportunity to get to know the community that they are serve and allows them to better understand them and their needs. So even this school, when I joined in the year last year only, I can proudly say that not a single staff, whether it's a third class employee or teacher, has resigned or removed by any means. Means I could manage to keep 100% the same staff with me. It is maybe the team leader's blessing or maybe the staff who has worked with me. So all again, I believe that too good, be good.
Wonderful, sir. And you talked about so many skills that a principal should have. And yes, principal, because it is in a leadership position, you must be have a principal must be having the skills. And you, as you talked about faculty retainment, that is a very great thing. Retaining faculty for a long time is again very essential for a good educational institution. And yes, like you were also talking about the today's generation, it is a tech-savvy generation. They are smarter than us in handling all the digital devices. So I just wanted to ask, and especially during the pandemic, everyone has got this mobiles and doing the online classes through laptops or computers, tabs, whatever it is. So, how the role of educators has changed after the pandemic, and is it difficult or easy to handle this tech-savvy generation now?
Ma'am, it's a good question, and this is very important. Two crucial factors have shifted due to the pandemic. First, pedagogical adoption have proven to be pivotal as traditional lecturers in person models do not translate to a remote learning environment. Second, the pandemic has recalibrated how teachers divide their time between teaching, engaging with the students, and administrative tasks. The pandemic has highlighted the need for flexibility and more time for student teacher interactions. The present kids, I just call them 5G kids. So even the child of nursery is able to open YouTube or able to take the selfie and other things. So these children are forcing the teachers to be always on the toes. They are techno savvy, they are quick learners. Similarly, the teachers also have to ensure that they are pre-planned in the class. We cannot tell that I have these many years of experience. Every day is a new challenge to them. Maybe the child has gone through Google, has identified what is the correct answer of this one. He has gone through the references, he has gone through the videos. It means the teacher also has to be equipped. Gone are the days where we can say that I have decades of experience.
Yes, sir. Because the role of educators has really changed because they have so much of sources. Earlier, we had only our books. We had only teachers who were the source of knowledge for us. But nowadays, the kids have so many sources. Just type in Google and everything is in front of them. So we teachers have to be more prepared always for the class. And yes, sir, like if you talk about the education system, nowadays everywhere we are talking about NEP. And while reading your resume, also I just came across this term NEP 2020. So, what, according to you, the changes that are being introduced by the NEP? So, it will be good, it will be bad. What kind of effect NEP will cause on the present education system?
I'm always optimistic, madam. So when anything comes new, we should be ready to accept instead of blaming. So the change is always good. And the main motto of National Education Policy, that is NEP, is equitable and inclusive education, assures that no child should be denied access to a quality education because of their socio or cultural background. To be ready for the NEP, schools have to redesign their school curriculum and move to experiential learning and concept oriented teaching. In order to deliver the curriculum effectively, the school will need to train teachers and understand the pedagogical need to make a smooth transition to the new education system.
Yes, sir, of course, I said the huge. We need to make some changes if we want to adapt and if we want to implement what NEP has proposed. And here, sir, nowadays, there is one more problem that is common among the students, and that is stress. A lot of stress that is being induced due to the exams and the academic curriculum. So, as teachers, how can we help the students to deal with this stress?
Very true, ma'am. Even as the children have come from online to offline, even pandemic, maybe they were all almost for 24 months at home. So definitely we find the children's aggression has been grown like anything. There are many cases of hyperactive kids. Children are not ready to sit for even half an hour, and there are many problems. And even their academic growth has been stopped for a while. But these kind of problems are there. We have to be ready to face them. And first thing, when the children are facing any kind of stress, we need to realize that what stress they are facing and how to cope up with it. Every student need many of the time maybe like elder brother or sister or even uncle aunt or even a father mother. So every student need an adult they can trust. They can have the outlet. Nowadays the present kids you find that they trust more on their friends than their parents. So we need to supervise these kids and just ensure that they should have trust on any of their elder or family members. They can rely, they can ask to them, they can seek advice from them. Teachers need to allow for social connectivity within the classroom. We have to be, instead of rather the teaching the syllabus or the curriculum, we need to mix up with the kids and we have to identify their needs, more even social needs too. We need to have the time management while teaching. And moreover, present kids demand appreciation. We have to appreciate, we have to acknowledge that yes, you have done good. Instead of saying no, no, you cannot do or you are not able to do. More pessimistic we then the result is at par down. So we need to identify the individual's need. As the children were in completely online for 2 years, we have to focus more on their physical activity. I suggest the child should play minimum 1 hour a day, every day, every day. More important is humorous. We have to be very humorous to the kids, then the children will enjoy our classes. If we stick to one point and become a strict Hitler type class, then there will be no joy in the classroom. Lesson should strive to reach the deeper learning level. And this way, I believe the stress of the kids can be reduced.
Nice, sir. And somewhere, like, if, with the help of with the techniques that we are using and how we get along with the students, that is somewhere it can really help the students to reduce the stress, right? And so, like few minutes ago, we were talking about NEP. Okay, NEP is introducing so many positive changes, but at the school level also, we need to have some practices. So, what, according to you, are those practices or the best practices we can say that can be adopted by school to improve the standard of education?
Yes, in my school, when I joined, children were like it was a pandemic time when online offline classes goes on, and students when even the exams were there, even that online was shared and children writing on the notebooks and with the help of Google also. Even the class nursery kid is able to use the Google's voice call even and can search many of the songs too. So I focused more on their cycle test, surprise test. And what I was doing is once the cycle is completed, I was sharing that result in the WhatsApp group. So parents also were alert. This is I'm talking about the offline test. So initially the parents were saying that you are conducting the test, children will have negative impact. I said, let the child face where he is facing any problem or We will go with the doubt clearing. We are ready for that. So I was keep on sharing almost every week. I was sharing the result with the kids. Now the kids were ready and had a fear that no, by next week result will be shared. I need to study. So I told my teachers it's maybe let it be a chapter wise test or go with two exercises, not an issue, but conduct 10 marks test. So once the test is done, instantly we were sharing the result in the groups. And maybe I'm only doing the first. I was sharing regularly. I do share every periodically class of homework, like the name of the students and whether the child has completed, incompleted, submitted the homework. I will share the detail in the groups so that the parent also will be alert. If the child's notebook or work is incomplete, immediately the parent will come to school. We will give him or her notes and will ensure that the work will or the assignment will be completed. So we are accessible and approachable to the parent. So once we are now, then the parent also are realizing no, the school, the staff, and everyone are working hard. We also have to cooperate. And generally, even the parents sometimes they'll find that we are busy, we are working. I made them realize that you need to give half an hour to your child. That is your child. If you spend at least half an hour on your child and observe what your child is doing, definitely we all together can give good result.
Yes, sir. Of course, we can just work together and the techniques that you are using, obviously that can be helping and giving good results to the children because the children will be more aware and they will start working on it. And yes, sir, one more thing which I would like to know. Like nowadays, we concentrate on the overall development of the student. And for that, encouraging the students to participate in competition, different kind of competition. They might be interested in any one of those, like painting, drawing, dancing, whatever it is. So, how far it is important to encourage the students to participate in different kind of competitions, especially outside the school? How is it important?
It is, I believe it is as important as academics. It is as important as their food. It is as important as their water. Because the child, if the child comes to school and just study the typical syllabus, he will learn the basic. But the child is attempting. It's not winning. It's I keep on telling my child to participate. Let it be last rank or like if the 10th or 10 students are participating, you are getting the 10th rank, not an issue. But keep on participation so that it will be helpful for you to decide your career. It will be helpful for you to decide your interest. So whether it's dance, music, or any of the competitions or any of the Olympiad exams, I keep on encouraging my student to participate. And I am telling that wait for the result. And with the pass of time, the child only will say, "Sir, I have interest in science. Can I attempt this exam? Can I go for project?" So then we welcome his ideas and we channelize them.
Yes, so that's wonderful. And we should be encouraging the students, whether it is some kind of competitive exams and all, and or the competition, because somewhere it will boost their confidence and they will be more confident to face.
It involves a different way of looking at problems and solving them. We follow a flipped classroom approach, and with that, the children will take away all the things like study materials at home and do their assignments in the classrooms too.
Yes, sir, they can be doing. And along with that, and I think at the school level, there are adult tinkering labs, adult
Yes.
innovation. It is there. And even in that, the children are learning. At school level, earlier we used to use like Arduino and all at the college level. Now at the school level too, there are through adult tinkering labs, there are this kind of facilities are available where the children can learn programming of Arduino and develop many kind of circuits for it. So yes, this is something which is being used. And yes, one more problem that is being observed in the teaching profession. Like it is said that intellectual brains do not join teaching jobs. So I think there has been some challenges which the people face after joining the profession. So what are those challenges, sir?
Maybe I believe when I'm going to the teaching job, even I worked almost for 15 years, maybe heavy workload, and the teachers are not able to balance that workload and justify. Uh, the salary, of course, matters as well in the private field. Then sometimes the teachers are blamed that like a parent comes कि मेरे बच्चों को इतना कम marks क्यों आया करके, instead how can my child grow. So this comes if like if everybody is pointing out, like principal is pointing out to the other teachers, the students are telling the teacher is not good, even the parents. So sometimes this kind of humiliations force the teachers to quit their job and to join the other ones. Uh, at present, one more, the constant changes are coming, the online, offline classes, then national education policy and the AI based. So these are the changes maybe force the teachers to quit their jobs. Then challenging parents, challenging students and their behavior, that also matters. And you'll find some are the people who go for teaching as a last choice, and then they'll say it's a backup plan, and maybe in future if they get any other good job they'll quit. So these are the challenges by the teachers, but I just want to tell my teachers that once you have the passion and once you swim in this ocean, it's a beautiful job where you are handling these many generations and do some noteworthy work for the society too.
Yes, sir. And yes, of course, there are those few challenges, and because of this, like many people, they don't want to come to the teaching profession. And we can see that, especially after doing professional courses, they don't want to come. They prefer going to industry side.
Exactly.
Uh,
Even a teacher asks students also that like what do you want to become? So out of 40 students, everybody will say I want to become doctor. One will say that I want to become teacher.
yes, sir. And one more thing that I would like to know. We nowadays we talk again. One more thing that we talk about is about achieving sustainable development goals. So, among the 17, the fourth one is quality education. So, what according to you, educators can do, or how can the educators contribute to achieve SDG 04?
uh, as you know, has given that SDGs 17 goals, and one of them is that is the fourth one is quality education, and even the national education policy also demanding the same. That I believe that this is because the SDGs lend themselves to educators taking on facilitating, co-learning, and guidance role. Teachers as facilitators can support young people to develop the skills, values, and competencies they require as they carry out research and discover new knowledge for themselves. And simply I can say in one word is we need to move from quantity to quality.
Yes, we need to move from quantity to quality, and this is how, is one of your ways that you told. We can be helping, we can be contributing as an educator to achieve quality education, and I hope we achieve that. And here, so when we are working and when we achieve something in life, so it is obviously it is due to our hard work, but there are many people behind it. There are people who must have inspired you. There must be have people, those who have been your mentors or some role models. So, sir, who were those people? Would you like to share about somebody?
Yes, I simply give credit to my colleagues also because my colleagues and even when I worked as a vice principal, my former principal C. Shivaram Krishna has given me an opportunity to grow. And whenever the CBSE circulars and all coming, we were doing each and every minute observation of the circulars and thorough revision, so that if anybody calls and asks us what can be done with the circular, we were very ready. So even my colleague who worked with me as a SST head, Parag Buradkar. So we all as a team, each and every circular which comes from CBSE, were saying, yes, this is possible, this is not possible. So we were having thorough idea of the same. So, when the team is there, when the strong team is there who can discuss and just help out each other to grow, so definitely the sky is limit for everyone.
Yes, sir. And like because you are a principal, you must have certainly thought something about your career and how to upgrade the school. So you must have certainly some goals, some long-term goals, short-term goals. You must have decided. So what are those goals?
Speaking frankly, I'm quite ambitious, and I always look for where I am now and where I'll be after 5 years. So now, may at the age of 36, I am working as a principal. So definitely after 5 years, I want to see somewhere myself as a school director, or maybe leading the group of school as a academic coordinator or academic director. So I don't want to stop. I always believe in the targets instead of the dream or goal. So target means is work. Like within 5 years, I'll be here, and maybe after 5 years, I want to work somewhere abroad. I mean, I just want to work somewhere in Mumbai, Delhi. I want to see the cream crowd and what kind of curriculum or pedagogies these people adopt.
Yes, surely, sir. And what all you wish for, we hope that you achieve it. Our prayers and our wishes are with you. And sir, before giving one last question, would you like to share some of your achievements? You must be certainly having a lot of achievements. So would you like to share your achievements?
In this school, we maybe it's a first year of class 10 batch, but we have managed to bring NEET exam center with one of the this Varda is called one of the education city with the Vidarbha. But it's very like a very short and sweet team I had, but with the help of them, I could run and I could manage NEET exam center very much. Moreover, I go with some of the best practices. Like recently, we have started seed bank. So the children of 1 to 10, they are collecting seeds, and they're collecting seeds, and they come to know that these are the brinjal seeds, these are the tomato seeds, these are the chili seeds, even the fruits seeds they are collecting. So initially my aim was to let the children aware about the seeds which actually we use, but it again gives some merits. Like the parents were saying, sir, my child is collecting seeds, and as a result he started eating fruits too. So we go with some other here and there new innovations. And my dream is that after collecting the seeds, maybe in the month of March and April, we will make seed balls, and these kids will throw these seed balls on the highways, so that greenery, each one plant one, instead of making a stunt, I want my kids to be aware of this and will throw here and there. Last summer, we have made bird feeder also. The children themselves brought best of best material from their homes. They make their bird feeders, and at home they have kept it. And they were telling others also how to make bird feeder.
Yes, so wonderful, sir. You have been really doing a very good job. And yes, this is actually the magic of being an educator. That for us, the achievements are something that we are trying to make a difference, where we are trying to benefit our students. So, sir, with this, we come to the end of the session. And thank you very much, sir, for sharing your experiences, sharing your knowledge with us, and being a speaker on this platform. Thank you very much, sir. And I also thank Ravi Shankar, sir, for this opportunity, who has been working hard to bring people from all over the world to share the story, because everyone has a story, right? And we are obviously thanks to the whole ITYM team, Dina Clan, Dinal, and everyone behind the screen. Thank you, Vanna. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.